What's on, everybody? So today's video, I'm going to be going over the crossbow dagger build that I'm running, and I'm actually running melee evasion here. And I'm going to hover over the gear pieces real quick. I don't have everything traded out, but this is kind of what I'm rocking. And in order to make this build work, you need this and you need this. Okay, the noble brooch you can get pretty cheap. I got mine for 500 lucent, around 560 lucent, around there. This was also pretty cheap, and it's pretty cheap to get these rings. These strings are pretty cheap. This belt, super cheap if you don't already have it. And the earrings, I have to trade out the earrings. But once I get those traded out, we are going to be ready to rock and roll. I'll be around 6,500 gear score once everything's traded out and once I get my masteries up a little bit. But these are the kind of the stats that I'm working with. This evasion can go up to around 3.8 3.9 with trait residence once I get that unlocked. So we're gonna have even more melee evasion, even more ranged evasion, and some more magic evasion. My magic evasion is going to be a little bit weak, but that is okay because this class is just really good. I'm gonna have some gameplay towards the end. These are the skills that I'm rocking with, and okay, I'm gonna say this right now. There are a ton of ways to play this class. This is what I found most comfortable because I don't have Tev daggers. If I had Tev daggers, this class would be absolutely amazing. These are all the skills, and also my skills aren't leveled up all the way. We're still working on this. I got them all to 3. Once I get these maxed out, it's just even more damage and even more fun. These are the masteries I'm working with right now on the crossbow, and this is the masteries I'm working with on my daggers. Okay, dagger masteries. So how do you play this class? I will say melee evasion, I would highly recommend going the melee evasion route. You are going to lose out on your weaken chance. You're going to lose out on some of your sleep, or not your sleep, your silence chance, or your bind chance. Once this gets completely trait res out, my weaken chance will be a little bit higher, but it's nowhere near what I can go with a higher crit build. But I lose out on this triple evasion. I won't have any melee evasion. I'll have really high range and magic evasion, but I will be very weak to melee. When you play this class, Scorpion, melee players are going to target you, hoping that you don't have melee evasion. Any class, any melee class is going to target you. Magic players, I really don't have a problem with unless I get Judgment Lightning out of nowhere. That's where I have the problem with. But I just hop on dagger players and I hop on endurance players, and I'm able to do some work. Glads, they could still hit me, and Ravengers could still hit me, but any other class that's running melee will not be able to hit me. Like a high crit Glad is not going to hit me. A high crit Ravenger is not going to really hit me. And there's only a couple of classes I would go triple evasion. I would go triple evasion on Scorpions. I would go triple evasion on Ravengers and Spellblades, kinda. But you lose a lot of damage for Spellblades. A lot of people are going really high crit. This class is just a small scale, go around, have fun, do your thing. So there's many different ways to play this class. Okay, so usually you buff up, right? And I'm not going to go through my rotation and kind of explain it. So usually I buff up, I do a dodge roll, boom, 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 come in, back up, and go back, boom, boom, silence them again, have my everything up, and then I kind of sit back, I'm kind of waiting, quick fire, come out. And that's kind of like what I do, right? Depending on who I'm fighting. Basically, the big thing is get your detonation mark off, get your fatal sigma off after you pop your buffs, get 20 thunderclouds, and boom, you're there. I'm using queens right now. A lot of people are going to say, oh, this one's probably like the worst one to use. I'm having fun with it. If you have Achmans, the Achman is really good. If you don't have that, you can easily run Birkins. Okay, Birkins will give you, more stat points. So you definitely can go Birkins here. And if you have that synced up what you could do is drop this down and then drop it to 60, and then you can have just way more decks, and you pretty much have the same stats, a little bit higher evasions, but it's pretty much it, and a little bit higher crit. This works really well. I was using both in the clips that I'm using. The big thing with this class is you want to stay at around this range, okay? You want to not be in their face. The only time that you're in their face is to use Thundercloud's bombing, okay? Now, if you have Tev daggers, you can go in and out of your camo and go from there, right? But I don't have Tev daggers, so I'm making it work with what I got. Buff up, Fatal Sigma, into your mark, dash, dash, go in, boom, and you're getting out of there. You're backing up, waiting for your stuff to come off cooldown, boom, 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 like that, something like that. You're just constantly just doing a ton of damage. And with this class, what really I saw just a huge difference is this node right here, lightning speed. Super, super, super good for bursting down targets. I was messing around with time bomb. Time bomb is also kind of okay, but it really doesn't work that good on Scorpion. I use time bomb on my Glad. This kind of works pretty well too. Gives you just more survivability. If you don't want to run Dragon Descent, you could run this. But the big thing is you want to unlock this. Now, I've been playing this class for a little bit. I think that lightning speed adds to your burst potential, but you can play without it. But this is just so good. Lightning speed is so good. So if you're a Scorpion and you're not running lightning speed, I highly, highly, highly recommend you run it. But yeah, this is pretty much how you play this class. Sometimes if I'm going up against a melee player to absolutely throw them off, I would Shadow Strike into them right away and then back off. Shadow Strike has a pretty low cooldown. I would basically just go through my Mortal Mark, my detonation mark, and then my Fatal Sigma, and go from there. But the skill ceiling for this class is insanely high. So you guys are going to see some clips. Let me know what I could do to improve this class. Again, I don't have Achmans yet. These are my stats pretty much. Heavy attack is okay. Critical damage is okay. We're just really hard to hit, and that's what makes this class really fun. Cooldown speed non-existent. Attack speed, I need to get this up. I want to be around 45-50. I don't know how to do that yet, but just going through with the general melee setup, this is what I'm running, and this is kind of what I'm building. I don't have a quest log yet. Once I get everything mid-max, then I'll have a quest log up. But this is kind of what we're working with. And no, I still play large scale Glad, but for anything small scale, I do have a lot of fun on this class. And I think this is this class, a lot of people hate it, but I think that this class, any good Scorpion, the skill ceiling is really high compared to like Ravager, Glad, Spellblade. Spellblade skill ceiling is pretty high, but I think this has like a higher skill ceiling. You got to be really selective of your targets. You got to be really slippery. It's really fun. As always, guys, let me know down in the comment section below what do you think of the build. As always, remember to stay blessed, stay humble, and I'll catch you in another one. Peace.
Yeah.